Hello, Minecrafters. I am killing a few skeletons here. You may notice this is my old skeleton spawner. I've gotten rid of the chest and the hopper and the iron spike, and I've replaced it with just some stone here. So now the skeletons all get pushed down to this spot. There he is. And where I can kill them. And I get their drops. Where'd that come from? And I've got a soul shard here. As you can see, I've got 18 kills on it. And a force sword with sharpness 8 and soul stealer 1. The soul stealer is you use a soul wafer, which you first have to enchant a force rod with a force flask, which is one of the recipes from Darkcraft. It's like a bottle. And that gives you a rod of holding. You then take some other bottles in your inventory and go out and you right-click with the rod on an animal or a mob, and it bottles the mob. You can then throw that bottle on the ground to bring that mob back again. Good for transporting hostile entities. Or take a sword, enchant it with that, or take the bottle of a bottled mob and cook it in a furnace. That gives you a soul wafer, this blue fiery thing. And then you put that on a sword, enchant a sword with that in the force infuser, and I put a whole bunch of bat claws in there as well to make it sharp. And that gives you soul stealer, which means right now I've got 18 kills, and now I've got 20 kills. So it's doubling the kills. I wonder if I can put more. Soul stealer 1. Ooh, let's try that. Let's get more. Actually, I can just use some of the skeletons to do the bottling here. Let me get my rod of holding and some force flasks and bottle a few of these guys up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 5. Alright. And just so they don't spawn in here, put some stone down. They can spawn there. There. Shortcut. Alright, now we can go over here and you can cook up these bottled skeletons. If I took one of those out and threw it on the ground, I'd get the skeleton. But instead I'm going to get these soul wafers. And I got all 5 of them here. I'm probably going to use 4. Yeah, all 5. Alright. So let's run over to the force infuser. I want to make a new sword. So I'll just stick this one in here for now. New force sword. I do have 1 stick. Good. So craft this up. There we go. Oh. There's a sword. Stick the sword in here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually can do 5. I'll have to hit them more often, but yeah, let's try that. Let's go with that. Let's wind this up. Wind. Alright. That's going to take a little bit. But that should let me get a lot more for each kill. Basically, I don't have to stand there for 1,000 times to get a 1,024 to get a tier 5 soul shard. If each one of these adds 2, it'd be nice if each one doubles, but that's unlikely. Each one adds 2, and I got 5, and that means 10 kills for every hit. So that'll make it go a lot faster. We'll see if that is the case when it's done here. And it's almost done. There we go. Soul Stealer 5. Alright, let's see how it acts. Get rid of these blockages. Alright, Soul Stealer 5. Let's see, we got 20 kills, so 3 hits. It only landed 6. I guess each one adds only one more. So each one adds one. So it's worth 5 each. Still, that's better than, I mean, I only have to kill 200. I gotta hit them 3 times now instead of just once like I had with the other sword, but it's probably worth it to make that change. And this, using these half blocks like this gives me a nice window to see their legs and kill them, and they can't see me. I mean, this would even be safe for creepers. They would not be able to see you and ignite. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get myself a tier 5 soul shard for skeletons, and see what we can do with that. And then I'll probably put the blazes in here and do the same thing for the blazes. So I'll do a lot of killing off. I'll probably have to build a lot of these swords because I'm going to run through them pretty quick. But the next time you see me, I'll be doing that. So, all right, I've made some improvements. Same sword, it's almost gone now. I've been killing a lot of skeletons. In fact, I am just 2 kills away from a tier 5 soul shard. And see the trash can, this is where we used to be. I've dug down a little bit. Instead of a chest being right here, with the hopper coming down from where they were falling, after they were hitting the spike. The spike's gone, they're now falling straight down. And, let's see, 1 space above me is where, no, see, they were standing at, they fall from about this high. So I'm at 42. They're now falling all the way down to there, which is at 26. So it's a much bigger fall. When you add in the 4 more blocks they'll fall after they go through this portal, so they're going to just fall straight down here through this portal. I was originally just standing down here, letting the fall damage them enough that I could kill them with 1 hit. Problem is they're not spawning when I'm down here. I'm too far away from the vanilla spawner. It's not running. So with the portal down here, as you can see, the portal, because it's too wide, goes into the back there. I shot it from this direction, so the close side is where they're falling into. If I now head back up close enough that they'll start spawning, up there is the other half of the portal. They fall 4 more blocks and land here. And again, I shot the portal from this side, so it's the close side they're falling out of. And I've got, well, let me kill all these, and now my thing is tier 5. See, I've got glass in the back half there, but they fall out of the front half, and so the glass is no problem. I'm not sure what would happen if they fell out the back half for some reason. They haven't. They've all come down here, and it's worked fine. But I now have tier 5 skeleton shard. A couple extra kills on it. I don't think there's a tier 6. But yeah, it's not even counting anymore. It's maxed out. So that's it. I've got a full-on skeleton shard. So I can go ahead and take apart that skeleton spawner and put in something else. If I do the spider, I'll have to rearrange this. And if I use the blaze, I'll have to rearrange this. And that's all I got right now. So I will have to redesign them. I mean, the blazes with the water, that's not going to work. Yeah, I had to... These are the 2 blocks that the portal is attached to. So I had to raise it up slightly, just so that they wouldn't jump up and hit their heads on it. And get zapped back and bounce back and forth as they were doing. So I'm going to have to take that spawner out. Meanwhile, I'll just light the room up. So they'll stop. Let's get another couple lights. There we go. Not going to spawn anymore, I don't think. And I'll figure out what to do about the blazes. I'll do a different design for the blazes. I think I'll do that next. Kill this last guy here. Got lots of booty of things, including a logic matrix programmer, which is good, so I'll eventually want to use that. And a couple of these tiers. It's not a gas tier, but it's equivalent in most recipes, so it's sort of nice. So anyway, that is... I was playing around with the force log planks, and it's not quite the same yellow. I mean, it's close. Looks better than the cobblestone, but I don't think I would use this for my final base. Still. Alright, well, my force sword is almost out of uses. Yeah, probably one more use, 512, and it's dead. So let's go ahead and just kill it off by killing something. I don't think there's going to be any more skeletons since I lit it up. Are there any more? Nope, it's too light for them. Need to kill something. What if I... No, that isn't using durability. Wasn't sure if it did or not. What about the wood? Nope. Alright. So if you're using it off purpose, it doesn't use durability. So I need to find something to kill. And I got... sheep got loose. Or maybe he didn't. No, he did, because I got the wool. And the sword's gone. I've got the force shard in its place. So, yep, one shot left. I'll go ahead and toss that in the when you get those things, just toss them in here, and they give you some liquid force and some experience. So it's going to be a while before I'm up at tier 5. As you can see, each time you go up a tier, you get another one of these slots. These 3 are still inactive. You can do more complicated combo enchantments. Alright, well, I might do the blazes next. If so, I'll give you a shout out in this video. Otherwise, we'll wait until the next one. So it's been fun. Talk to you later. Nope, let's do it this video. Alright, let's head downstairs here. I have redone it for blazes. And this is what it looks like. I am using Mine Factory Reloaded conveyor belts. And I've got the 2 blaze spawners that I got in the nether. Ignore the thing above them. That's later when I'm using a soul cage. I'm going to be able to power it with this switch. These you can't power, so they're always on. And these 2 stone blocks where I'll eventually put either grinders or turtles to do the killing for me. But for right now, to work up a soul gem, I just come down here and hack their ankles off. It takes multiple hits with this sword. Again, I've made it another Soul Stealer 5. So I'm getting 6 kills for every one. So I'm already over a quarter of the way up to a tier 5. And that's all it is. All there is to it. Just again, I'm going 9x9 room just because it's square. I don't really need 9x9. It's technically 8x8 with the spawners off center, but 9x9 is a little bit easier. And they're all just getting funneled down to this hole, which is 3.5 blocks down. Seems to be enough to keep them from bouncing back out again as I attack them. Not getting a whole lot of blaze rods for them. Got 1 spoils bag and a whole bunch of minium shards, but then I'm not using luck on the weapon. Just killing them to get the shards. I'm up to level 3. So once I get that, then I can replace it with a soul cage, which I've already got made. I tested out with the skeletons, and the switch works. So I can swap these 2 with Soul Cage Blaze, tier 5, and then I can turn them on and off with a switch. And have turtles doing the killing for me. So as soon as I get up to tier 5, I'll give you a show and see what that looks like. So we'll be right back. Alright, we've done it. It's a tier 5 Blaze Soul Shard. So it's time to change this vanilla spawner over to being a soul shard spawner. So the first thing, I'm going to have to pull down the existing ones. For that I'm going to have to enter into the cage. I've got the settings so that these conveyor belts don't affect me, but since they're all down there, they're going to try and get me, but they can't. I'm going to grab the two. Oh, he's coming up, trying. It's okay, you guys are going to be the first test subjects for my turtles. So let's plop one of the turtles down. We're going to label it. Always label your turtles. Label set non-killer 1. Alright. Edit startup. While true do turtle attack. Sleep 0.1 seconds and end. And we'll save that and exit and startup. Ah, it's killing. Knock him up where he can. Yeah, I'm hitting with the turtle. Let's put the other one down while the first one's trying to take him out. I think it did. Label set non-killer 2. Edit startup. While true do turtle attack. Sleep for 0.1 seconds so that it doesn't eventually abort out from having repeated too many times. You have to give up some time to the system. It's polite programming, and it's necessary in this case. Startup. Alright. There's one guy left. Knock him up. Knock him up where the turtles can get him. Alright, they got him. And now we can fill in this pit, because we won't be needing it anymore. And I just like filling in after myself. Could have just covered it over, but nicer to fill it in. Because I'm going to need a different arrangement of parts. So let's do it like this. There we go. And I'm going to need to get underneath, so let's do this. Alright, I've got 2 transfer nodes. Now these guys, I guess this guy did all the killing. Yep, 3 blaze rods. So we're going to have to get those out of them. So like that. And I can fill in this hole now. And I'm going to want the chest, probably over here. No, put it right here. So get some nodes. Put one here and one here. And the chest goes here. Now this should have, in a moment, the 3 blaze rods. There they are. And I can fill in this space. And there we go. We are ready. We just have to put in the soul cage. Now, I think this lever is on. Let's turn it off. No, this is on now, which will turn off the spawner. We want it off while we're in here. I need to extend. I thought I had an extra piece of cable. I don't. I will. Let's go and get it. It's not that far. I can move pretty fast. I'm not running into walls. So there it is, red nut cable. I needed it down one more. Yeah, that looks good. And then I want my soul cage right here. And then into that goes the tier 5 blaze spawner. Just in case I got that switch backwards. No, it seems to be okay. Close that up. And I think it is now ready to go. Let's flip the switch. Blazes! Alright, and they're all being swept over here. And killed by the turtles. Look at them all. And any moment now we'll start seeing blaze rods. There they come! Blaze rods entering the system. Now this does have one problem in that there are... let me put away my coin here. Yep, there. Experience orbs. They're just going to build up in there. If I come up right close, they can get through. And I can suck them out. But if I'm not here, and this will now run when I'm not here. But if I'm not here, they'll just sort of build up. Eventually they'll evaporate, but there'll be a lot. It won't hurt the server, but anybody who comes by might get slowed down if their computer isn't particularly fast, just because it's trying to draw them all. So eventually I want to get something that will suck them up. And I think there is a turtle that'll do that, and I can put him on top of one of the other turtles and he'll suck up an experienced turtle. And he'll suck up the experience. For now, when I'm here, I can bring out the coin, and that just teleports them all to me. Right through the wall, so... keeps it clean. Ah, we got the first heart! Excellent! Yes. Now, these things can be used to give you extra hearts. And you need a jeweled apple, which is just 4 diamonds. I can afford that. The necrotic bone, one of the first wither skeleton I fought dropped a necrotic bone, so I actually have one, and then an empty canister, which is just some aluminum ingots. So I'm going to have to make myself one. You can have 10, one for each heart you currently have, and for each one you do, it adds it turns that one of the hearts orange, and then when you take damage, it turns it back to red. And then you start losing the hearts. So basically, oh, TARDIS. Oh, I want that one. Can I kill him? I don't think I got him. Nope, I didn't get the message. I wanted the TARDIS. Darn it. Oh well. Oddly enough, I didn't get many hats when I was killing them. The percentage of hats seems to be way down since last server. But look at that, already over a stack, and I had killing the what I do. Let's see, divide by 6. You know, about 200, I guess. About little less than 200 blazes, and I got less than a stack, and already this is over a stack. So I've got a good bit of blaze rods coming in now. Now, on the last, if you watched episode 0, I used this sort of setup, but instead of turtles, I had mob grinders from Mine Factory Reloaded. They not only get you the drops, but they also collect mob essence, which is that green goo I was using to make the enchantment bottles that I sucked out of myself. Instead of sucking it out of myself, we can get it from the mobs. But better than that, you can then pipe this mob essence to one of the Mine Factory Reloaded auto spawners and give it some power, and you can then go out and capture any mob you want. Oh, another TARDIS. I'm gonna try again. Nope, didn't get it, and because I switched to the wrong tool. Who knew TARDIS twice? There. What was I saying? Oh yes, the auto spawner. You go out with a safari net, not the one single-use type, but the multi-use type, and capture any creature you want, and put it into the auto spawner, feed it mob essence and power, and it'll start churning out mobs of that type. With one exception, things like wither skeletons require a flag to be set in the auto spawner so that it creates the exact same copy of the creature with all the tags and damage values. And that lets you get the wither skeletons. But if you have a blaze that's within only has 1 point of life left, and you set it to that exact copy to true, every blaze that churns out will have only 1 health point left. The hats don't get included. Can't get the same hat over and over again. That seems to be a separate thing. Oh, look, see, he's got up on top there. He'll eventually come down on his own as he wanders. I was hoping that red net cable would stop that, but it doesn't. And unfortunately, you can't put covers on the red net cable in this current version. I can put covers around it, but then it sort of sticks out into the surrounding area and reduces the spawning area just slightly, but it actually probably doesn't really matter too much. Either way, it doesn't matter too much. This is working very good. I mean, just since you've been here, 3.5 stacks. It's worth it. Killing all those blazes is definitely worth it. And I should be able to turn the whole thing off, flipping that switch. And this will be the last batch. Yep. And just that guy up there. As soon as he falls off, here, there he goes. And bang, he's dead. Yep, 3.5 stacks. Not bad. This, I'd say, is a success. Alright. Another step towards mega domination. We have blaze rods. These can be used as fuel. They can, they're in plenty of recipes. I can make lots of ender chests now, which is good. I do like ender chests. And do some potion making. Not sure what this sucker is. I think it's Xeno's Requiere. I can make the extra dimensional storage, so I can really beef up my barrels. But actually, I'm probably going to go with deep storage units now. I have to capture an Enderman. Because I can put Enderman in... so I wouldn't want to have to make a tier 5 Enderman thing. I shouldn't ever have to do that again. Like I said, I'll switch these over to grinders, make a second one maybe over there that uses the auto spawner. And then I just have to capture one Enderman, stick it over there, run this thing to power it, and we're set. Can even burn the blaze rods for fuel. So the two will be completely operational on their own. I like that. I hope the blaze rods come in fast enough to act as a fuel. We'll have to see. That'll be a good experiment. Alright, well, this is Nonsanty for this episode, signing off. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Good turtles. Yeah, you're a good turtle, aren't you?